The entry-level Durango is pretty darn feature-packed for the money. I'll include a link to the Doug Smith Dodge's website in the description down below. They're providing us with the Durango. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Ask for Brad if you have any questions, by the way. Let's get into it. Under the hood is a 3.6-liter V6 that goes through an 8-speed. Fuel economy 17 around town, 24 on the highway, with power outputs being 295 horsepower and then 260 pound-feet of torque. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help me out with that. Pretty muscular design on the hood. This one doesn't have the cool scoop because it's a regular GT, but you still get the cool looking headlights as well as the performance front fascia, which makes the Durango look quite a bit sportier compared to other 3-row SUVs. Tire and wheel setup is 265 by 50 by 20. The wheels are kind of darker in coloration, a metallic gray. Little body painted fender flares there, and then you notice that the mirror caps and the door handles are also painted to match. And that is one thing that I appreciate about the Durango is you don't have a bunch of exposed plastic on the exterior. Now when it comes to key fob features, you got the Dodge logo on the back. On the front face we have our lock and unlock, opening for the hatch, remote start feature too. Button to close the hatch here in the back, and then on the other side we have a 12 volt. And then with the third row you just pull that tab and then you can push the seat forward. And you've got quite a bit of storage space behind the third row, but with the third row folded down, tons of space. Got the famous Durango light bar here in the back, parking sensors, and then you've got the little bezel that covers the receiver hitch. If I remember right, towing capacity on the V6 is like 6,200 pounds. That will cap things off for the exterior of this Durango.
This week's giveaway is huge if you are a NASCAR fan. Dream Giveaway is working with the King Richard Petty to offer a fully custom wide-body Hellcat Charger. It produces 885 horsepower. It's got wheels, it's got an exhaust, it's got custom leather seats. It really does have everything. Not only can you win this car, but it will come with $25,000 in cash to help pay for the taxes, and your donation goes to help children's and veterans charities. Use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. This will give you 4x bonus entries with any donation, $25 or more.
Let's now check out the interior. Soft touch on the door panel, you got red stitching down below, and then you can see the storage for the cup holders. If you want to access the third row, just pull that tab and then pull up this little strap, and that'll pull up the second row, giving you access to the third. Cloth seats in the third row with the regular GT, but yeah, you can fit adults back there, but it's better for kids. Now the second row has that same nice cloth trim. Bigger back here is good. We've got a little storage net, some vents here in the rear, and then we do have our own climate zone in the back as well. Keyless entry for up front. Let's check it out. Blind spot monitoring. We've got our window controls, and let's see if this actually has the double paned. Yeah, it actually has double pane glass up front. Either way, you've got more of that nice trim on the front door panel, and then payload on this one, 1,200 pounds. More cloth trim with the front seat. It is power adjustable with lumbar support. Front passenger seat's manual with the adjustments. And then to the left of the steering wheel, you've got your light controls. Taking a look at the steering wheel itself, you've got nice trim all around, perforated on either side of the steering wheel. Paddle shifters in the back. There's also radio controls. Cruise control here on the front face. Controls for the center screen there on the left-hand side. Now the cluster here is mostly analog, or at least on either side, and then you've got that central screen, which you can use to scroll through different bits of info, and I like how it's analog plus some customizable digital. Just a backup camera in reverse, and then this does have dual zone up front, heated seats and heated steering wheel, and this screen is actually probably one of the better units that they have in the new cars. It does take a second still to load up with some of the pages, but it's still pretty easy to use. You do get physical buttons below the screen for the heated seats, the heated steering wheel, the dual zone climate, and then the radio controls, and then there's little drive mode select here for the sport mode, and then your eco mode to turn that off. Some USB ports right there. We've got our shifter here for the 8-speed cup holders right next to that. And then with the center console, there's a 12 volt inside. More nice trim on top. This also does have garage door openers built in. 26 GT black top all-wheel drive, 46,430. Let us see how this Durango performs. Let's set off in this Durango. So I just looked, and it looks like some of the V8 Durangos are starting to, or it's not starting to, getting close to Utah, so I should have a review on one of the new GT V8s. I'm excited for that. I'm not sure when one of the RT V8s is going to show up. Everything's, again, you have to understand, they did like a pretty big shift with the production with the new Dodges and with the Rams, so it's taken a little bit longer. What they basically did is they already had a bunch of 26s produced with the old kind of rhetoric, and now you got the new V8 rhetoric, and so having to shift production a bit. Just reviewed the first V8 Ram today, so the V8s are starting to trickle in. I'm sure there'll be more than enough in the next few months. Man, can't believe they're putting acoustic glass in a base GT. That's cool. I applaud Dodge for that. Well, let's now get up and see how this regular GT performs. I mean, we'll see when I drive the Hemi, but I think that 2026 is going to be the year of the Durango. I really do. This it drives so well. All the other modern 3-row SUVs, it's not like they don't drive well. I also forgot to mention trailer brake controls right there. But this has so much capability, and Dodge pulling back the price on the powertrains, it just makes the value proposition so strong. I mean, I think that one of the GTs that's in transit is like, I think it's like right around $50,000, which is not cheap, but you look at $50,000 with a Highlander, Telluride, Explorer. It's like everyone's giving you an engine with way less power. And, you know, you can talk about features, but the Durango actually has quite a few features, and the insulation is really good. Like, this is a quiet car. The V6 is smooth. Now, I imagine these V6s are obviously going to sit in the lot for a while because the V8 is what everyone wants, but the V6 is a pretty good engine, and, you know, it gets better fuel economy. Just doesn't have quite as much authority. Go and drive a Durango if you haven't. It's quiet on the highway, it's smooth. Like, this is seriously a nice automobile. So relaxed. And, you know, the interior space, it's not quite as big as like the new Traverse, for example. So it is something that you kind of have to concede a bit, but I'd rather have physical buttons and a real engine than have screen everything like in the Traverse. Cheap plasticky interior too. This interior is way nicer. And that 4-cylinder is just no. This has less power than the 4-cylinder, and I still prefer the performance on this. Just goes to show you, turbo 4-cylinders have no place to be in a big SUV. Like, I'll review them, and I'll see how it performs. And the performance on them is not horrible. It just feels unnatural. It feels unnatural. It's like if someone put jelly on tuna fish. Like, why would you do that? Maybe that'd actually be kind of good, I don't know. But also, why would you do that? Smooth. Again, it might not be as quick as some of the turbo ones, but it's smooth. And the 8-speed's great. Like, this is such a wonderful setup. Go and drive one of these. Go and drive one of these. I think you'll be impressed. They've made some meaningful changes to the Durango that have made it better over the production run. And this is a breath of fresh air compared to a lot of what we're seeing from the other automakers. Let me know your thoughts on the Durango GT. I'm excited to review the V8 GT soon, but as it sits, this is a nice family car. It can tow and it can haul people.